Hey guys, this is Kirop speaking, and today we take out Mr. Mac Speck on some not quite as tough races as the Route of Oman, for instance. And these are category 2 races, so 2 steps below the HC category races we just had, where we were able to get into the top 10 at a reasonable level. Sometimes, I think, did we get a 3rd place or was it just a 4th place? Anyway, it was pretty good overall in these HC tours, as long as it was sprint stages. But the thing is, which makes this really interesting, those big guns that were taking part in the HC races are not even allowed to take part in the category 2 races. They would be allowed to take part in, I think I'm not quite sure though. I think they should be allowed to take part in the category 1 races, but I'm not absolutely certain. Anyway, so category 2 races means we won't face the big guns anymore, and that should give us plenty of chances to actually win again. And if we look at the schedule overall, this is very interesting. So we have these 3 little trophies here, and those are these 3 races. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, that means a single stage category 2. And then we have the Route of Normandy. And then if we look forward, this is such a packed schedule. But look at that. It's all category 2 races. And we're not taking part in this one. All category 2. So that is perfect for us because we currently are in a continental team. And if we take a look here at the results, come on, results, standings, and then go to, let's first take a look at Super Prestige, if we have collected any points here. You can see Marcel Kittel and Froome are doing, Chris Froome, not Vroom, he's not Vroom Vroom, the car makes Vroom Vroom, not this one. Yes, here we are. 102 points. That is pretty impressive. This is coming from the HC category races, and I hope that helps the team overall. But what we are out after are... Wow, okay, that's pretty impressive. So currently we are 9th position in the continental ratings. And that is a good thing. And we want to improve on that and get into the top 3 if possible. For that, we need those category 2 races. And the better the... that is the wrong one. The better our team does, and we are a major contributing factor to this, as you can see, like more than half the points are coming from us in this rating. The higher teams are getting promoted. So that is a thing. And that gives a larger budget and so on and so forth. So yes, that is something we want to do. Also, it fits perfectly in our season planning, because after this we will be basically dead and we need a new team because our contract is running out. So what better place to get some recognition than while clubbing seals? Anyway, so let's get moving, I think. Let's go back to Rider and see what's up next. Training. And we are holding a very good shape overall for these races here, but I'm not so sure about this steeply rising red line here. And this will be the worst thing. As you can see here, 100% for the week. And that's really bad. So what we could do is say that, well, this will train us anyway, and after that is coming a really packed period in our schedule. As you were able to see here, there's a little gap in between the Tour of Normandie and the Tour des Ardennes. This one won't be good for us though, but anyway, that means that this one is setting us up nicely for the month to come. And we don't need and can't use much of this red line. We don't need to be perfectly in shape already at the start of this period. So what I'm planning on doing is to lower this one a bit to 51%. As you can see, our shape is dropping here for this race specifically, which is unfortunate, but it's just one race. And then it is through this tour rising once again. And I think that will help us overall to remain competitive further down the line in 2 months' time, basically. All right, so let's get into that and start the next race. This is looking really good. As you can see, we are indeed a 3-star general for this little classic one-stage race. And well, that means that even if we have only a mediocre race day condition, we should be able to be a serious contender for the win. And this stage, or these pre-calculations of how strong your riders are, is based on the most likely outcome, which in this case is a sprint. So even if we are facing a final sprint and not have to escape in order to get that result, this is pretty accurate pretty good for us, as it is placing us among the very best. So that's what we are aiming for then. Hope for a good race day condition and aim for winning this thing. Ah, nice. That is a pretty good +1 race day condition we have here. +1 flat, +1 hill, 69 hill. These hills don't look too bad. And we should be able to have at least a chance. There's almost no wind here. Yes, we do know how to ride the game right now. This is all looking pretty easy going. One thing which is interesting too is that our competition doesn't have as high acceleration as we do. And what that means is, or at least in my mind, that means that if we attach to a good wheel at the end, we should be able to pass that sprinter, whoever he is, because we have such a good acceleration. That should really help us right at the end. But anyway, let's accelerate a little bit and see how we are doing. Alright, they're definitely chasing quite hard now, but we will catch the escapees. They have basically blown up in front, and we have taken more than a minute on the last 5 kilometers on them. So what I'm going to do now is position even further up front and see if there's any kind of opportunity to either attack or to position myself at a really good rear wheel. Overall, it's really noticeable that this is a Category 2 race, because, well, they weren't really riding hard. I could follow everything they did really easily. Oh no! Isn't this the Turk which we followed in the first season, who then just gave up and didn't want to pedal? And is he attacking? Is he actually attacking? He is a mountain guy. What is the mountain guy doing here? They are kind of attacking, or at least riding a lot harder right now. But yeah, I'm just clinging onto the front. And we are 9 kilometers from the line. I should not forget my Speck bar, because it's no longer haram to eat those.
The finish line is getting close. The riders just passed the 5 kilometers road sign.
Alright, triggering the bar now should help us. Oh, no, it's quite a lot of downhill. I hope it will be ready for the final sprint, but I'm not really trusting them. Why is it going so slow right now? Let me see if I can't put in a good acceleration here. Are they able to catch me if I'm riding like that? I do have lots of speed. It is downhill. We have no wind. And Speck is master accelerator nowadays. This acceleration is higher than anyone here. He has 68, 66. And Max Speck is on to the side, so no one can directly cling onto him that quickly either. So I think we are just going for it and trying to win here. Maybe get some seconds as well. Well, not that it matters, but let's go. And Max Speck is riding. 12 seconds on the clock, 13 seconds, 17 seconds. Yeah, 17. Rough-ish. 20 seconds. Okay. 2 kilometers, 20 seconds. And they are riding hard back there. So I hope that Max Speck can indeed continue. Whoop, they are coming here. Last kilometer. And yep, Ooh, yes, very good. Max Speck did it the old-fashioned way. They were just riding a little too slow. And that allowed us to grab victory right before they were setting up for the sprint. Look at him. Isn't he pretty? A little cannonball in the German national champion shirt or jersey. Snatching victory. And take a look here. Once again, we are a 3-star general. This time around, though, it is pancake flat. So, today's role at a +1 race condition, looking pretty good, is to be the sprinter. Well, yeah, talk about a newsflash. We are indeed the best sprinter on the team. So, my team supposedly does want to set up a sprint train, but I'm not really that confident in that they can do that. But, like, who was supposed to set it up? Eaton, maybe? I don't know. Whoa, Max Speck, your acceleration is a little scary. Let's just take position up front. As expected, the stage went very, very smoothly. Nothing happened really, so we are right here, 25 kilometers from the finish line, speeding through, and I never had to accelerate beyond an effort meter of 60 hold position, and Max Speck didn't even have to rubber band from there. But now it has started raining, so it might be a little bit slippery at the end. I hope not to be involved in any crash which could be changing the outcome of this season. That would be bad. So let's see. Do we have anyone up here who is a good sprinter? Well, there we have one, and there no, he's not really good. Here is one, but no, not really. This guy maybe, and ooh, Mr. Eaton is really shit, and maybe Lander. Let's try to cling to him for a moment and see if that helps. Alright, let's pop the Speck bar.
While the pack is getting close to the finish line, everybody seems to agree that the stage will be won in a sprint. The pack has just reeled in the escape group.
And let's just take a better position up front. This is still not going at a pace which we have to be worried about. But this is a nice little sprint train, and he is at least a decent sprinter. And we have his rear wheel right now, 6 kilometers before the finish line. Escapees have surrendered. And this guy seems to be going. But not really attacking either. I think I'm still satisfied with my choice of rear wheel, but they are trying to disrupt this whole thing. Trying to build up their own sprint train. And now he's not riding fast enough. He's just not riding fast enough. I don't know. Position is getting worse here. We are far too far behind. Now moving up a little bit, but they might be blocking my train. And he is a better sprinter, so let's cling to him instead. He's also a little bit further ahead. 2 kilometers, and that was a good choice. So yeah, let's really follow this guy. 1 kilometer. I think we have to accelerate really, really soon. Also, one thing I forgot about this is there is the slightest little bit of incline right before the end, so sprinting early might not be a good choice, but we can try to grab someone's rear wheel over there. Ah, now I'm caught inside. Speck, sprint. Can't get through. Accelerate.
Victory right on the line.
No. No. In slow motion. That was far too late. I was completely wedged in a little bunch there and didn't pay attention properly to my positioning there. I should have always kept an open side at some point, at any point, so that I can get out of the slipstream and attack when necessary. And I just couldn't get out there right after pressing the sprint button. That was stupid of me. So that cost me the win, because they weren't really that fast. I was just stuck. For this hilly stage, I would call it hilly. I mean, this certainly isn't really flat. I think we have a pretty good chance, but look at his stats. They're really impressive. But he only has hill 60. And the others here are basically on par with Speck. Apart from him, he's really good. He's an all-rounder. And let's see, what is the stamina rating? He has more stamina than I have, and the others aren't that far off. Okay, I think we are getting rid of our worst opponent just if the pace is high enough to lower his green bar enough so that he's just overall slower in the end, because he would outsprint us. I mean, we could stay at his rear wheel, but yeah, not much more. Alright, so let's get into this one. No, it's a rainy day, and we have a race day condition of 0. That is perfectly fine. The hills aren't very steep, but numerous, and the run into the finish looks really fast. Apart from this very slight slope right at the end. But maybe we could even try to escape right at the end. Like when you look at this hill over there, I think that is something like maybe 15 kilometers away from the finish line, with quite a bit of downhill, probably like 4 or 5 kilometers of downhill. And that is something Speck can manage, I think. And it didn't seem like there are really big opponents with lots of hill rating which could catch me up there. They should be rather damaged already just from the hill. So what we want to do here is definitely stay in front because it's rainy. Limit our energy losses by limiting our effort to 60, and then just ride along in the front. There's quite a bit of wind too. No, Speck has fallen! What the hell?
The leader is down!
The leader is down.
Could well be turned upside
Come
down.
on! Get up, Speck!
A team leader is falling behind.
What the fuck? Get up! There you go. Alright, now we have to ride really hard to catch the rear of the peloton. This is uphill. How much have I lost? 2 minutes? Fucking hell, Speck. Go, go, go. Ride. Fortunately, the peloton is not going at a rapid pace, so I should be able to catch them again. But this is costing me quite a bit of stamina over here. I really don't like that. And now what the fuck, you assholes? Now they're riding harder. You see that? 155. Okay, Speck, attack. And just cling on, and now there you go. Okay. Yeah, fucking assholes. That's not how you do it. That is how you are a real bastard. Very unsportsmanlike. This has cost us a lot of resistance overall. They have been riding really hard. And I had lost like half of this already from just catching up after Speck's crash. So that's definitely not an advantage.
The pace is really hot, so for the moment we shouldn't see too many attacks.
But maybe they are slowing down soon once they catch the escape group, because they are really close already. I think that's a tactical mistake of getting them that close already. You know they are tired out anyway, so why would you push it that much?
Just suffered a puncture.
Alright, now they are riding quite a bit slower, so maybe Speck can recuperate some of that resistance. Alright, the final climb is coming up. And yeah, that is 16 kilometers before the finish. So let us position ourselves a little bit better. There's an attack going. Yeah, they're trying to attack. So let's put this to 85 and just ride as hard as we can to not get left behind.
The finish line is getting close. The riders have just passed the 15 kilometers road sign.
Oh, there was someone blocking me. What the hell? Speck, push through. Now attack, 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 attack. Yes, Speck can do it. I mean, he has no bar left, but so let's just end this here. I want to pull out the... want to get rid of the sprinters as best I can, and McLay here is... yeah, I want to follow you, so just hang back there a little bit, Speck. Now, let's follow... Ah, come on! This shit again. Let's cram in here. We are right at your back wheel. No, I don't want to follow myself. Okay, this doesn't want to work. No one in front. Is he attacking? No, he's just pulling us out. Okay. But is he decent? Oh, he is actually really decent, and he is probably wanting to set us up for the final sprint. So I'm just following my own teammate. And I have full control over him too. So what I want him to do is to just ride like 75 or something %. That should be good enough. Me just following along. Now I have to get my Speck bar. Yeah, look at that. I hope his resistance bar is keeping up. Whoa, that is a much faster sprint train going there though. And that is a really good sprinter. So maybe I want to hang on to him instead. Or him. Yes, okay, I can attach myself to him over there. That is much better. Let's see when our Speck bar is popping in. Okay, 2.5 kilometers. I have an open space to the side, so I'm not doing the same mistake as in the last race. But now I have to closely watch the number of meters left down here. 2,500 to go. And I'm doing really well with the sprint bar and resistance bar. That is all perfectly fine.
There we go.
They are going at it, 1.8. He starts to sprint a little early. He should be tired at the end, especially now that it's slightly uphill. We're not going that fast, but it's just a kilometer left to go. What is the wind like, though? The wind is... how can we see this? Going closer. Oh, now it's hidden. The wind is from the back. So, Oh, and there's a curve coming. So I think we want to accelerate right after the curve to get out of there. Because then, let's just check here, that should be like 700 meters to go. Something like that. Why is this one showing 1.5 kilometers when this is the Flamme Rouge, the final kilometer left? I don't really trust those. Alright, he is now going for it. And I don't want to be boxed in. Let's see where the finish is. It's over there. It's still pretty far to go, so it seems like the Flamme Rouge is placed a little bit incorrectly. Yeah, our resistance bar is still good, so let's just see how it goes. We want to follow him, and wow, there's someone really fast coming from there, from behind. But let's just sprint, Mech Speck. They were really fast today. Third place, it seems. Yes, third place. Alright, not too bad. There were some really quick guys in there, it seemed. For a race in which we kissed the asphalt and, yeah, and had to chase the peloton, which then, like the dicks they are, just put down the power on the pedals right after I started trying to catch up. That was really mean, and that's still a very good result coming in third. I think if I had a little bit more of the green bar left at the end, my overall speed would have been higher, and maybe I would have been able to get a little bit more out of this one. But yeah, I'm expected really well here anyway. We are just about to start the La Route de Normandie, the first seal clubbing tour we ever rode, and actually got a... I think, did we get a stage win there? I think we did. With the two very short sprint stages, as you can see there, the 82 and 69 kilometer long ones. And we did really well the first time around there, but this is a little bit of a problem because it is a whole week long and we have a weekly load of 100%. And that gives us a lot of this red stuff which we don't want, because if you take a look at this is the 24th over here, and if we take a look at our schedule, the 24th is where these things start, and that is certainly not the end of it yet, but we do want to be in shape. We definitely have a perfect rhythm at that point, but our fitness is really high. But this red line is getting beyond the 25% at the point of which we actually start losing stats. I don't know if that is completely continuous, a transition from 0 to like 50, or if there is a cutoff value. To me, so far in the previous cycling managers, it has seemed as if 25 is some kind of hard cutoff value, and from there it slowly goes into a better, that's brilliant English, Rob, worse states. But I think we have to manage this a bit better, because this is like halfway through this hectic racing season, and we don't want to be above this 25 tiredness already there. So what I'm considering is lowering it here to 2, and maybe this one to 2 as well. And that would have the effect that we are a little bit short on fitness on these, but these are not team objectives either. So, and this one we won't be able to win most probably, because there are hilly stages. But this one we might be able to win, and we would lose out a little bit on this. So maybe we go with this here. Yeah, we don't need that. So I put this one on 0 so that we have a rest day in there. But this overall slows things down a little bit and keeps us below the 25. It will rise in this Tour de Bretagne, or whatever the name was over here. But that's not something we can do anything against. That should also give us a boost to basically maximum fitness. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. But I think it is a good point to cut this episode a little bit short, and then in the next one get ready to racing La Route de Normandie with the new Mech Speck, the 1 year older Mech Speck, because now he's a superhero and can seal club even better than before. Although the new patch will probably club him instead. Anyway, hope you enjoyed, and see you guys next time.